Hello, you guys. Let's try this again, Steph. Hello, babes. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me Q&A edition. We're going to be having a chit chat today. I'm going to answer your questions, so let's get started. Mercury's in retrograde, so I just want to say that I'm praying for y'all. Every time Mercury's in retrograde, I'm like, my life, like if this is my life, it's just turned upside down. If I make a really bad mistake in this video, we're gonna blame it on that, okay? We're not gonna blame it on me. Do not blame it on me. Got my coffee here. I made such a good coffee this morning. On my face right now, I just have my vitamin E cream that I get from Walmart. I have a little bit of water and glycerin. The water just helps to kind of like thin out the glycerin, and I just make my mist and I spray it all over my face. I honestly was questioning, do you even film this week? Like, do you even have the power? I'm having like a very pale state right now. I think I'm gonna have to turn to the Wet n Wild. What is this called again? The Photo Focus, that's right. I'm gonna be traveling soon and I didn't wanna have to tan 2 times in 1 week. I don't think I've ever done that. Spray my Glam Glow while I'm putting on my foundation. That just went in my mouth as I was talking. I actually put my highlighter instead of this Glam Glow spray. My sis actually suggested that. Handy dandy beauty blender, because I love this thing. Okay, Steph, you didn't even get yourself a mirror, like seriously? And lately I have been breaking out in this one specific area right here, which is a super hormonal area. I hate hormones so much, I really do, you guys. Just because the dark circles lately, I don't know what it is, you guys. I have been just not sleeping. I feel like I'm sleeping, but I'm not actually sleeping. And I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm gonna pull up one of your questions before I start to forget. What would be your #1 tip for someone who is just starting their fitness journey? Love your video, Steph. Thank you. I would say, don't get discouraged. Don't expect too much. Just know that it's not going to be a perfect journey. People forget that weight loss is not this perfect thing, and weight loss is not in favor of you. Your body doesn't even want you to lose weight. You're going to run into plateaus. I used to get so upset when I would run into a plateau, and I used to blame myself. You know, what did I do? It's a fact. Your body is going to go through this because it's just science. Your body's gotten comfortable. That's all that's happened. Just be prepared that it's not going to be the perfect journey. There's going to be bumps. At the end of the day, the reason why it's called a journey is because you have to go through stuff like that to get to the end, to get to the finish line. That by the time you get to the finish line, you have learned so much, you have come so far. If everything is very much like this, you're going to get to the finish line and be like, oh, woohoo. Like, it doesn't really feel like it was a challenge for you. It didn't really feel like you owned it and you accomplished it. Okay, next step, I love to use this bronzer. Gold is the new black. I do not like a lot of makeup whatsoever. I just don't like the feeling of it at all. What deodorant do you use? Do you use a different one for when you go to the gym? I use the same company as the one when I go to the gym. The one that I use is Soft and Dry, and let me tell you, it's such a hard deodorant to find. I don't like the jelly ones because, I can't stand that wet feeling underneath my armpit, and I don't like the ones that are like pure white because then you get the stains, especially when you're wearing like, you know, black tops like this. As you can tell, my deodorant's not coming through because it's hard to find. I think I have 4 bottles of it, and whenever I find it and I grab like 3 of them, I'm like, Steph, remember that this is the store that you get it, and I forget every single time. That is my favorite, and it has been my favorite for years. This is my brand new favorite lip gloss, Oh My Gloss by Rimmel. Non-Stop Glamour, yeah, that's what it's called. I mentioned this lipstick and I'm still on it because it's my absolute favorite. This is the R63 from the Sephora collection. I believe it's the Rouge collection. I just love it because it is the perfect like light nude. I do not like dark colors on my lips. I consider literally every shade that's like a little bit darker than this dark, and it drives Amy crazy. I'm gonna be using my Morphe palette. I love this palette. And I'm just going to use their powder and put it underneath my eye. I hate when my nose is itchy. Oh my god. Are you planning to come to Portugal? Funny enough, I do want to come to Portugal, and I definitely will be coming back to Portugal. The last time I was there, I was 2 years old. When my grandfather was still alive, my dad's side. All I can remember is this big green garden with everything that he would grow. I remember his little dog. He had pigs as well. Funny enough, my dad doesn't really have interest in going back, I guess because like he's been there kind of his whole life. Me and my mom do. There's just so much to see there. Looking at the pictures, I can't believe that that's where we come from. Like, it's just Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hopefully next year, I think next year might be the year where I make it to Portugal. And I want to really plan it out and make like the best of it. I'm from the islands and I'm not from the mainland, but there's just so much to see in the mainland. Me and my mom were saying maybe do 2 weeks, so you get like a week in the Azores and then a week in the mainland. Okay, you guys are gonna die at this question. If you were on death row, what would you choose as your last meal ever? P.S. Your YouTube videos are amazing. Oh, thank you. I'm the type of person where I eat based on my mood and what I'm feeling. I don't have a favorite food. I think I would have to be in that moment to be like, okay, before I go, I really need to have this. Maybe a poutine or something, like a fully loaded, dark, rich brown gravy poutine. Lots of cheese over top. Make sure those fries are crispy because I don't need no floppy. All that gravy over top, and the gravy needs to like come to the bottom because if there's no gravy at the bottom, like it's over. I want another one, like you have to remake it. Clay play, that's what I'm gonna be using. What do you think of intermittent fasting? And also, do you take any supplements, BCAAs or anything? I don't take any supplements. I don't take any BCAAs. I'm the type where I cannot get myself to take like a tablet every day. I just cannot do it. I think it's because I'm not a routine person. I don't like having to have this thing that I need to take every day. When I think of fasting, I immediately think of, like, I just think of deprivation. It's just not my thing. It's not from my lifestyle. There's no need for me to fast for a certain part in my journey when I can just eat the right amount of calories. I like to do one color all over the lid. People always ask me, you know, how do you do your eyebrows or do an eyebrow routine video? Let me tell you something, guys. That video would be like literally 10 seconds long. I trim my eyebrows and I brush them and that's all I do to them. I have very coarse hair. I have super thick eyebrows, super thick hair, and I'm happy I don't have to fill them because I cannot stand like having to do eyebrows. What are the 3 important qualities you would like in a man? Y'all always trying to find out how I like my men. I'm actually gonna put a darker tone underneath my lash line. I love doing that. It just makes my eyes pop. He has got to be able to make me laugh. Like, we have to laugh. We have to have fun together. To be honest with you, I can't make this question simple, so I'm gonna like group the 3. That just like fun, outgoing kind of person. I would not be able to date someone that was a complete homebody, but I also would not be able to be with someone that's like, that loves to always be at parties. What I mean by outgoing is someone that just likes to be like outside doing something for most of the time, because I do have a homebody side to me, don't get me wrong. I don't want to be stuck every single night in with you watching movies on our sofa. Like, take me out, take me places, show me things I've never seen before. I've been there, girl. It's not fun. I need a man that can take really cute photos of me when we're out. That's what I need. And he knows how to get that glow on point, the sun's hitting you. I know, girl. That's just number 1. That's not 2 and 3. That's just 1. And Amy, sometimes she'll be like, you know what you need, Steph? You need a man that's a photographer, girl. And I'm like, she's like, you would love that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, number 2, I feel like I'm starting to look like the Amy Winehouse meme where like you just go too far. The one like with the eyeliner, it's like, I just want to do a very thin eyeliner, and then just like, oh, and Amy Winehouse. This is probably why you're single. You should probably figure out what your second reason is. He obviously needs to have some goals, some direction as to what he's doing, helping him with his goals, and then he helps me with my goals and we grow together. But he definitely needs to have some sort of direction of what he needs to do with his life. Like, ladies, it's important, okay? It's important. I want him to be enjoying something that he loves to do too. When you both know that you're supported by each other, I think that feeling is really, really important too. And it just makes you feel good that you have someone behind you kind of patting you on your back and you know that you have that support there. Number 3, I absolutely need to have a partner. And this is a given, but it's still very important to me. Someone that's very transparent, someone that I can, you know, get trust with much easier. I have major trust issues just because of my past relationships. And I'm going to be transparent with you guys about that. You need to be able to trust this person. This person should be able to be very open with you. I'm very open, you know, when I'm in a relationship. And along with trust, I think there's a lot of communication too. Overall, someone that is fun and outgoing and we can laugh together. Someone that obviously has goals and directions about their life, you know, their passions. And then number 3, someone that basically can be like my best friend and, you know, be very trustworthy and very communicated with. So I think that those are like my 3 staple ones. There's like many other ones, but you wanted 3, so. What is your biggest goal in life? To do what I love, which is what I'm doing right now, but also to travel the world and see everything and just enjoy everything to the fullest that I can. That is my ultimate goal. Like, just work and do what you love, but also be able to go around the world and see things that I can't tell you guys. Like, every time I go somewhere, I just feel so happy. I love discovering. I love seeing new things. I love culture. It makes my soul really happy, and it's just this feeling that I get. I just get this really complete feeling. I got the same feeling when I went to New York City, and I was just so happy. You know, in a relationship, if I could share that with someone, it would, you know, it would make it even better. I think it makes it even that more special when you share it with someone that has the same passion. Next question, any regrets? Got a few of them. I'm going to be using the Sigma mascara that they sent me. I absolutely love this guy. I will be leaving a link to this down below, and I also have a coupon code with them, so make sure you guys check it out. I think I've mentioned before that one of my regrets obviously was not leaving way sooner in my last relationship, my last serious relationship. The reason why I regret that is because I just wish that I had more self-respect for myself, and I wish that I wasn't as insecure as I was and that I didn't lose myself. My other regret is probably not leaving my job way sooner. It was just a part of my journey, and it was a learning curve for me. That's what you kind of just have to accept. So if any of you guys are having any regrets, just remind yourself that that regret is actually is a lesson. I can't go back. I can't change them. I think those are the only real regrets that I had, just not starting my career earlier. Let's just get this thing a little bit wet. Okay. I love Prosecco Pop. Like, I just love it. Who am I kidding? I just like to put it all over. Are you a righty or a lefty? I am a righty. I'm not a lefty. But I cannot write with my left hand. It's really pathetic. Hi, Steph. I love you and your channel so much. Thank you. You're so inspiring. My question is how to get over the fear and intimidation of using the gym machines. Every time I go to the gym, I say I'm going to use the squat machine or the cables, and then I chicken out and just do cardio. How did you do that? I just want to firstly say that your question is completely normal, because the gym is a very intimidating place. You're afraid of being judged. You're afraid of someone looking at you and going, oh, she's not even doing that squat, right? And I had those fears too. Number one, literally you have to, and I know this is so hard. I know it's so hard, but you gotta just like eliminate them. Like, it doesn't even matter what they think. It honestly does not matter what they think, because guess what? You think that they came to the gym perfect? They started at rock bottom too, just like you are starting at rock bottom. Nobody just went to the gym and knew what they were doing. Like, let's just be realistic. A lot of those people started going to the gym and had the exact same insecurities as you. It's only gonna make you more confident and less insecure if you face the fear. A lot of people I've heard in the past say go head on when you are trying to get over your fears. Some other people like to take tippy toe and small steps. No, I like to go head on. Like, it's just what works for me. Maybe you want to bring someone with you. I mean, I didn't go to the squat machine first when I was by myself. I went with my sister. We had some people that came up to us, oh, you're not doing that squat right. And I was like, okay, thank you. Have a good workout. I'm saying it like that because this person wasn't even correct. What they were even saying doesn't even make any sense. You know, there's gonna be egotistical people at the gym that think that they know every single thing. Now, there are gonna be people at the gym that may wanna help you and like genuinely wanna help you. Or if they see you kind of struggling with the machine, actually the struggling with the machine, someone has helped me, I'm not gonna lie. Couldn't like get something down or something, and this guy was like, oh, I can help you with that and I can take that out for you. Probably trying to get at me, right? Like I said, it's only gonna make you a stronger person. What I do, put on my headphones, I'm in my zone, I go to the machines I want, I do it how I want, I put the weight how I want, and you have got to just slowly build up that confidence. I know why the squat machine is very intimidating. You have to lift up the bar, and then you have to put on the weights, and you know, you're kind of nervous, and then you have to find the end clips, and you know, it is a little bit nerve-wracking. And then once you do and you get that confidence, I'm telling you, you're gonna feel like you went a step up and you covered like this new milestone, and it's just gonna feel so amazing. And guess what? Like, guess what? I have like really big news for you, okay? If you mess up, you just try again. I've messed up. I've messed up many. I've dropped weights. I still make mistakes today. I'm not perfect. But I want you to try it, and when you try it, I want you to message me, and I want you to tell me that you tried that squat machine. I should put glycerin inside of this Glen Glow spray. Let's just put a little bit more. Steph, you need to stop talking when you are spraying this thing. Like, it's going inside of your mouth. So I think that's basically it, you guys, for my makeup. Oh wait, let me show you my eyebrow routine. That's basically it. And then a lot of my new favorite lip gloss. That's right, baby. Lately I've been calling Amy baby, and she hates it. I'm like, that's right, baby. You look beautiful, baby. She gets so annoyed. Makes my life complete. Do you guys ever have like that thing? I don't know, like even when I'm eating on a table, yeah, I just want to share that with you guys. So when I'm eating, right, even if I'm at like a restaurant, I'm that girl, I don't know if anybody else does this, but I move everything out of the way. I can't breathe. I don't know how else to describe it. I can't breathe. Like, just thinking about it, I'm having like, when there's like so many bottles in front of you, like sitting here and filming with all my makeup over here was giving me like, whew, I don't like it. I don't like it, girl. Do you still do graphic design? I know you used to before when you started YouTube, I think, LOL. Girl, you know me. I still do consider, I will always consider myself a graphic designer because I've always loved graphic design. I do still do it from time to time. I'll get emails from people I used to do it for, and they're like, I don't know if you still do it, but I kind of needed my logo like changed to this, or I need this or that. Like, yeah, of course I can still do it. So I still do make time to do some graphic design here and there. That's what I love about graphic design. I have a canvas and I start from scratch and I design it myself and I make it look pretty based on what the client wants. So I do still do it, yes, and it's funny that you remember that. How would you handle / separate finances in a marriage? This is personal. I'm really prude, by the way, you guys. I don't know if you guys can notice. I know the whole thing, you know, in today's day and age is to have, you know, separate accounts and everything separate. If I'm gonna get married to you, we together. To me, marriage is still this very sacred thing, you know. You don't get divorced and you don't cheat. I mean, yes, something can always go wrong, but I just still have that, I have, you know, my grandmother's vision of what marriage is. Again, if I'm in a serious relationship with you and we've chosen that we're not gonna get married, but we're just gonna stay like this as a couple, then let's keep things separate. You have your account, I have my account. You know, if we live together, we can discuss, you know, how things are gonna be split up. I'm very traditional where, and I don't know why this is so hard for me to admit, I do think that the guy should handle more. I don't know why I feel guilty saying that. I think it's because we're in 2018. I think it's because that's what I grew up with. Do I want to have my own? Absolutely. I'm not saying, you know, for him to completely take over everything. If I were to make a lot more than him, I can contribute more than him. And I would. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that my ideal world and the way I would like it to be, I would like to know that he can handle things. I was raised with my dad being more of the breadwinner, like the traditional male role. Let's just be real. What girl does not like being taken care of? Like, can we just please? I think that it really comes down to, you know, how much do you make? How much do you make? And if one person makes more, I do think that they should be contributing more. You know, because that means that the other person can handle less than you can. That answer was the most horrible answer I have come down to. To be honest with you, it's just a really uncomfortable question. How did you figure out your personal style and color palette? Who influences you? To be honest with you, I've always known my personal color palette. I think from a very young age, I've always been into a lot of neutral tones. You have to try things, you know? And it's all based on, for me in particular, how I feel in the outfit. And when I wear white, I feel beautiful. When I wear nude, I feel beautiful. Black, I feel beautiful. Red, taupes, I love, love, love taupes. I know for myself, when I wear gray, I don't feel at my most beautiful. I think that finding your own personal palette is all about really trying things out. Never close yourself to trying stuff. I mean, yellow is something I've been really trying out a lot lately. Obviously, Kim, I find her style's changing a little bit more now. Overall, I like Kim's style. I love when she does like very monochromatic outfits. I love when she wears a lot of like neutral tones. I love Desi. I love Desi's style. I love how, it's funny because Desi's a Pisces like me, and Desi can go from the classy pretty girl to like edgy. We can like go all over the place, and that's how I am too. But if I could describe my personal style, it's definitely more classy, elegant, A little bit of chic in there. How do you stay so confident? Because she said that she has a hard time with it. Also, what do you do or how do you get well known on social media? Love you, Steph. Oh, thank you. A lot of people ask me, you know, how did you get your followers on Instagram? To be honest with you, it's a group of things. When I started getting serious about like my outfit posts and wanting to be a blogger, and then of course eventually now a YouTuber, it was about consistency. So you have got to constantly be posting. You have got to be yourself. People will read that you are not being authentic and you are not being yourself. There's only one of you. Even Amy told me this. Like when I was so lost, she's like, there's only one Stephanie Macedo. The #1 rule for myself was don't ever look at how someone else is doing a YouTube video. Do it how you want. Make sure when someone watches that it's fully you and it's who you are. And you have to love what you're doing. If you're not loving what you're doing, it's also going to come across. When people enjoy your work, they will continue to like you, they'll continue to follow you, and you will continue to grow. Like it's just, there's just no other answer for it except for that. And that's really what I've been doing this entire time. As for confidence, how do I stay so confident? I'm not 100% confident with myself, but am I a confident person? I would say I am. I think you have to stop caring what other people think. If you have just got to stop. You have got to find ways and things that make you feel beautiful. Being on my weight loss journey right now and coming so far and being in this brand new body, you know, that I'm really growing to love every single day has made me feel even more confident. Even when I was bigger, I still was confident, to be honest with you guys, but not like the confidence I have now. This is just on a different level, type of confidence that I have like physically. And let me tell you how powerful it is when you are just comfortable with being you and not caring what anyone else has to say. Be confident about who you are, you know, don't apologize for who you are. Don't feel like you owe people a different side of you because of how they make you feel. Don't let them make you feel like that, and you should always be around people that accept you for who you are. I shared with you recently that I decided to end things with my boyfriend about 2 months ago, and I don't regret it at all. But what are some things that you may recommend in order to do to focus on myself and not feel lonely and stay happy with being on my own? You're stuck with this person for like 4 years, and you're so used to like being by each other's side. Even if things were wrong, like going wrong or whatever, you're used to that person being there, and now you're by yourself. And some people handle that well, some people don't. To be honest with you, I'm very black and white. I always tell you guys this. I'm so black and white. When I'm in a relationship, I want to do everything with you. I want to be with you as much as possible. I want to enjoy every moment with you. But when I'm single, I feel like I turn into like I turn into the single girl. I don't really need to have a guy. I don't know, I just go into independent mode. I think that you need to find things that you love and just remind yourself of why you're single. For me, I lost myself in my last year's relationship completely. I had nothing going on for myself. It's very important to have something going on for yourself, something that you're growing at and that you're passionate with. And because once you find yourself, you grow a whole new love for yourself. That's where I'm at right now. But just remind yourself that, you know, sometimes being by yourself and being able to be strong on your own is even more powerful. I feel way more powerful now because I know that I can handle situations on my own. You know, do I want to eventually have someone in my life? Yes, of course I do. But it makes me feel good as a woman that I have grown into my own and what I love to do, and I have something going on for myself, that when that man comes into my life, then I'll have my own thing, he has his own thing, and we have something together. I actually adjusted really well, so it's like I'm like the worst person to ask, to be honest with you. This time is the best time to grow. It really is the best time to grow. The beauty about it was that there was so much to learn about myself. Now looking back, I'm just like, wow, I did not know all those things about myself. I didn't know I could do this. I didn't know I can make it through this. Take this as more of a blessing than it is as this sad thing that you're by yourself. What is the best moisturizing lotion from the drugstore? I love using the vitamin E cream that I'm using right now. So this girl also went through a breakup, and she said that she does feel lonely. She chatted with me before, and now that she's actually broken up with him, he was actually a fiance. So this was the girl that was going through what I was going through at the time. She says that, you know, she's so used to having someone there by her side, and now it's like there's so many lonely feelings. Again, you have to take this time as like a time where you're growing and you're learning stuff about yourself. But the other thing I want to say, the last thing I want to say about the whole lonely feeling is surround yourself with people and friends that really love you, and just have a great time with them. Go out places with them, enjoy life. Because at the end of the day, if you lock yourself up in your room and you're like, I'm so lonely, you know, I used to have this guy by my side, I used to love him, and we did everything together, now I'm just by myself. Those feelings are gonna consume you if you just focus on them. I only felt lonely the first, I would say maybe, I'd say 3 months, and then I was over it. I'm like, this is awesome. Like, I'm by myself and I get to do whatever the hell I want. Favorite beauty product? I don't know. I would have to say my lip gloss. I think Bentley wants to come in. Look who we have here. Crazy baby. Oh, my baby boy. Oh, my baby. Lay down for mama. This is all he wanted. Oh, my beautiful boy. I love you. Mama, you give me... No, 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 that's mommy's coffee. No, what? No. Ben, we're filming. Oh my God, if you guys could only see, he's squinting his eyes at me. Ben, I just did my makeup. You guys, the door just closed by itself. Describe your teenage self. This is so funny. Antisocial. I didn't like having that many friends. I was always the girl that liked to have like very small groups of friends. I don't like big groups of friends. I never have. My parents seem to have forgotten that they never used to let me out. My dad's like, I used to let you out all the time. I'm like, really? Dad, you did not used to let me go out. Guys, I had a boyfriend I was not allowed to go out with, okay? I would get the good grades. I've never like smoked in my life. I never like drank anything till I was like, what, 18? Like, God, it's just pathetic. It's just pathetic. How you doing back there, Ben? You doing good? I'm not gonna lie, I was the perfect child. Like, I was the perfect teenager. You know, the teenager that everyone's like, oh, wait till they're teenagers. Yeah, no, that wasn't me. And my mom picked me up. I would come home and I would stay home. Yep, that's my life. I wouldn't go to parties. I had a best friend. I would go to her house all the time. We would go out to the movies. My parents had to know like who this friend was. Like, this was nothing like that with my sisters. It was not the same. I followed every single rule. I was probably the best teenager you could have ever prayed for. I would eat by myself in the art room, like my lunch. I would eat there by myself in a back table. Like, how antisocial was that? That was me. Ben, are you for real? You guys, he's trying to get my attention. I can't. ¿Qué quieres? Show him that you can come up. Nope, don't be lazy, boy. You guys, he's so lazy. Do you have a BF? Oh my God, and she tagged Beyonce single ladies. I don't have a boyfriend. I am single, okay? Not yet. I know you said you are currently single. I swear those questions were back to back. That was weird. But when the time is right and you do find your significant other, do you plan on having kids? If so, how many? Kids just make me smile. I love kids. I just love them. I am obsessed with them. I love them so much. I think they are the cutest thing on this damn planet. I think I'd want either 2 or 4. 4 seems like a lot of kids. Maybe after the 3, I'll be like, let's see if I can handle the 4th. So that is basically it for all of the questions that you guys sent in. Thank you guys so much. I actually really enjoyed doing Q&As. It's probably one of my favorite videos to do because I just get to like chit chat with you guys and talk to you guys about a bunch of random stuff. Let me know down below if you guys want me to do some more Q&As, and if you guys like the get ready with me's, or if you guys just like when I'm chilling on my sofa. If you guys enjoyed this Q&A, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see all of my beautiful babes in my next video.